King on screen.
King on screen,
Mhm.
Robert. Who do we have this week?
We have Tommyknockers from 1993. So I actually did a rewatch of this in
Wow.
comparison because I was like, you know what? Let me give it another chance because it's all typical Stephen King where I was like the first hour like all right, and I fade off and I'm like maybe I should watch this paint dry. Um, but no,
It's a TV release, released on
it
ABC back
yeah.
in May 9th through 10th, 93.
Yeah, so I actually rewatched it all, and actually I enjoyed it better this time. I wouldn't say it was like I need to watch it every 15 years, but I was like, oh, I did not. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Wow. I love to hear that.
Surprisingly, surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I haven't
I
seen it since the original release, but I remember I recorded it on like VHS and I
yeah,
rewatched it like two or three times that summer. And I mean, it was okay at the time, but I
yeah.
went to revisit it then.
And I think part of it is like one, it has a great cast. You got Jimmy Smits, Marg Helgenberger, which my dad has probably listened. So Marg's mother used to live at the same senior apartments with my parents. So Marg would
Oh,
show up
wow.
sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
You have Robert Garantine, E.G. Marshall, Joanna Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has a great cast. And I think this actually works because when you have that many cast members, you need to know tell them apart. And I think that's what Tracy Lords, so
Yeah.
I think kind of the casting was key to this because you really just need to tell them apart and kind of like why they should exist.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so I did enjoy that. And I was probably looking too far into it because this was 93. But I was thinking, I mean, and I don't know where this fit in Stephen King's kind of obviously he had some addiction problems. But as I'm watching it, I was like, this all seems to be about addiction and how it is pervasive
Yeah.
in small communities and deteriorating friends and families and physicality and kind of all sorts of stuff. Now,
You're
still, they
right.
still don't know how to stick the ending, and there was always these kind of crazy, obviously now spaceship endings. I'll just spoil it, but I was
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I ended up being okay with it. So
I love to hear that too.
yeah,
I remember Cliff DeYoung in there. He's a good character actor. He's womanizing the sheriff deputy and his wife sees it. That was like another story King played with in one of his shorts, and he kind of incorporated. I noticed some ideas I remember from other ones, but I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I remember liking it at the time. I just didn't. I've never revisited it. Was it streaming somewhere or was it YouTube?
yeah, I was streaming it somewhere. I think it might have been YouTube. Yeah, so it's not super
Nice.
good quality, but I was like, okay, you know what? I enjoyed it more than I thought it was going to be. Just maybe it caught me at the right time. I don't know.
That's refreshing.
Yeah.
Surprising. It was also shot in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm,
which I don't. Maybe that was a budgetary thing. The
maybe.
company.
Seemed like it'd be more expensive, but anyway.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was this a big deal when it came out? I don't remember if it was like it wasn't the Stan caliber. I know that.
No, it was still, you could still kind of garner King's name, and it was still kind of like
Yeah.
this, the post Salem's Lot, there's still kind of a TV movie, like to do it right, they said and so I think this is where King has began, as you'll kind of see with our list, has shifted away from theatrical releases to kind of movie events of the week or two night miniseries and so forth. So
Right. Yeah. And they pivoted right because I remember um the marketing was there for it when it came
yeah.
out. Like I remember seeing it a lot.
Oh yeah, that's always like to get ready for Tommy knockers, whatever. I
Yeah,
think, and
it was an event.
it also wasn't, it did not help because in people's minds, Stephen King equals scary, and none of this stuff is really particularly scary.
No.
This is
No,
all
it's not.
character driven. So
Was Jimmy Smits on NYPD Blue before this or after?
yes, I think it was,
During
was it before,
maybe?
but maybe during, I don't know. So
I
I
feel
remember
like
he had a butt shot at, and apparently that was a big deal at the time. And now that you're saying that, but
in Tommyknockers.
no, in NYPD,
Oh
the
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Because he was everywhere at the
yeah.
time. Uh, and this was released. Sorry, this was based on the 1987
Mm,
thing of the same name. So
yeah.
it's really refreshing to hear that you enjoyed it more
I
than
did
you
kind of, I
thought.
enjoyed it more than I thought. So, but yes, a 30% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's not good. But
Yeah. What do they know?
I don't
They're
know.
telling Betsy Palmer to write in, people to write in. So I
It's a
don't.
rainy Saturday afternoon. You know,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
stay in bed, watch some Tommyknockers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm gonna have to rewatch this then.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's our King on Screen worthy entry. We're getting into mid 90s.
Mm. Coming up on some of your, well, I say not some, one of your favorites.
Yes. Yes, we are. Yes, indeed. And that's the Mangler. No. Um, wow, Mangler. Okay. King on Screen, great entry.